What is up, my little sugar buggers? Welcome back to the channel for a brand new speed build. So today, you guys, we are going to be creating a gym for Strangerville, literally dubbed Strangerville Fitness, just because I couldn't come up with a better name, and honestly, I just think it works. So to my surprise, y'all, when I loaded up Strangerville, I noticed that there was literally no gym. In fact, there is a lack of community lots in general. Now, don't get me wrong, the world is beautiful, but there are a couple of discrepancies with it, and just a bunch of tea and shade that I will definitely dive into in a little bit. But first, I kind of want to tell you guys about my fitness center because I literally have a love-hate relationship with it. And the hate part is that everything that I was building earlier today literally looked like soggy dookie. It was crazy. I was starting to get super duper frustrated. But finally, I just took a deep breath. I cleared my freaking noodle, and this is what I created. Like, sometimes I feel like I overhype myself. I freak myself out. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? That is my son screaming like a freaking pterodactyl. But anyway, I really do overhype myself sometimes, and I get extremely anxious, and I don't know, sometimes I just put too much pressure on myself, and I had to like let that go for a moment. And I'm super excited because, you know what, I created what I could within my ability, and I love it. I feel like it fits the aesthetic of Strangerville. I feel like it's exactly what I was going for. I didn't want to create something huge and lush and lavish and super intricate because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the lots that are in Strangerville aren't super intricate. Like, they don't really have a lot of character. In fact, some people would even argue that it was just a lack of effort on the Sims team's part. You know, I really don't know. I really can't tell you whether it was or whether it wasn't. I do know that Kayla, Little Sims, had mentioned how one of the lots were not play tested, which definitely is a huge red flag. And then, yeah, like even the bar, which I believe is called 8 Bells, that to me was just so underwhelming. Again, here I go diving into the part that I wanted to save towards the end of the video, but pause that thought because let's go back to what I was saying about my build. So yes, it turned out exactly how I wanted it. I wanted to go for something that definitely resembled all of the other lots, kind of something that was a little drab and dreary and just really had bad lighting. So you're definitely gonna have to go in here and up the ante a little bit as well, because I definitely didn't like make it well lit on purpose, because when you walk in, I kind of want it to feel a little shady, you know what I mean? But again, just talking about how I was really surprised that there was no gym, because with Strangerville, you get the brand new career track where your sim can work in the military. And with that career track, you're going to have daily tasks if you decide to work from home or just work in that track in general, where you're going to need to have a treadmill, where you're going to need to have access to, you know, athletic gear and all that kind of stuff. And unless you have a huge house, which a lot of these lots are very tiny in size, except for if you live up on the plateau, then you're probably not going to have room for it. Especially, you're going to need to have access to the brand new sparring station. And I think it would be kind of cool just to go to a new lot in Strangerville that was a gym and had those freaking things that you need to use. So that's exactly what I did, and I'm very, very excited. I actually created this gym here for our Let's Play. If you guys haven't checked it out, totally do so. You know, if you're scared that you're gonna spoil the storyline, usually I like to give cues in my title as to where I'm at. So maybe if you guys are playing, we can like play along. You don't have to like necessarily go ahead of me unless you don't, or go ahead of me. You can go ahead of me, but you need me to go ahead of you. Does that make sense? So for instance, if you're at a certain part and you can kind of tell by my title that I'm behind you, you can just kind of watch and follow along, and we can kind of play together. Does that make sense? So anyway, yeah, definitely check it out, especially if you are kind of farther in the story. Even though a lot of people are doing playthroughs on this, I feel like everybody plays the game differently. They experience it differently. They have different backstories, so it's really interesting to see how each individual sim, you know, goes through this story and gets to the conclusion. And I really personally am having a blast playing this game. Like, I'm literally obsessed. So anyways, this is kind of what my gym looks like. Again, wasn't going for something huge and obnoxious. I love how small it is. I love how you can get to where you need to go and you don't have to go upstairs or like down into a basement. Sometimes, honestly, I just get super overwhelmed with huge, big gyms. It just seems like such a chore to get my sim to one end of the building to another. And I really do, again, love the fact that I have everything in this little gym that your sims are going to need, including a pool, which you guys will see me build in just a second. So we are kind of getting to the end of the speed build, and I want to talk to you guys a little bit. So happy launch day. As of me filming it, the game actually just launched about 12 hours ago. And so if you picked up Strangerville, let me know in the comments down below. Please don't include any spoilers unless you tag the top of your comment, you know, spoiler, because that would really suck for somebody who's just kind of wanting to see what everybody's opinions are on Strangerville, and then you go and throw in a spoiler. So just kind of keep that in mind, but I am very curious to see what you guys think about it. For me personally, I love it so far. I really do. The only parts that I don't like is the fact that there aren't very many like community lots. There's literally no park. What else? I mean, it's kind of included in front of the library, but not really. Let me see here. I also don't like the fact that there isn't a gym. I do appreciate the fact that there's a library, but I feel like, you know, if they would have added in a gym, that would have made it like so much better. But definitely a little caught up on the reuse of the Willow Creek home. And I know what you guys are saying. Well, you could literally just go in the gallery. You can put one down. But people who have console, you guys, they don't actually have a gallery right now. So they can't do it. And if they suck at building or aren't comfortable with making their very own starter home, then they're SOL. So see, that's kind of why it's an issue. And also for me personally, part of the excitement when you get a new world is to look at the new lots. Like I used to always be so excited in The Sims 3 to see the new lots, and it just kind of sucks because when I went to go look at the new lots, even the bigger homes, like the way that they're built is beautiful, but the way that they're furnished, it's just, you can definitely tell it's a little rushed. Now, about the story, so far, it's beautiful, it's intricate, it keeps you on your freaking tiptoes. I love it. I love all of the brand new cast items. I love the world. Granted, yes, the lots, I mean, there's 12. That's a lot. Like, let's be realistic, but I feel like we could have definitely made great use out of maybe a couple more community lots, or at least some blank lots downtown, so that we could throw in our own community lots such as a gym and not actually have to sacrifice a residential spot. So I'll probably possibly go into greater detail on my thoughts and theories about Strangerville if you guys are actually curious to hear what they are. But for right now, I mean, I love the game. I appreciate it for what it is. I just definitely was a little disappointed to see the kind of lack of effort, in my personal opinion, when it came to the lots. And for some people, that may not be big beans, but for me, that's just one of the things that gets me hyped about a new world. I love to see the lots. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up here. FYI, this lot is built with Strangerville and Basegame only, so you guys can go in here and customize it to your liking, just depending on what packs you actually have readily available in your game. And this bad boy will be on the gallery right freaking now at Gen 2606, in case you guys are interested. And if there's any other types of builds that you would like your girl to work on, let me know in the comments down below. And with that said, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below where the sun does not shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.
Here I go, this time I let it go. I never listen to what others say.